Good morning, girls, and welcome back to my channel. Not you, girl. Not you. If you're new here, I'm Alex. I'm an IFBB figure pro, and today's Monday. It is Monday, September the 16th. On Mondays, we check in. This is nothing new. Also, check out this sick flannel I scored at the thrift. I went to my friend's house in Spokane this weekend, which is about 3 hours away from where I live, and we went and got my most favorite waffle. If you're in or near Spokane, go to Boots Bakery and Lounge. They have a pumpkin waffle that is so good. It's an all vegan, gluten-free bakery, but the waffle specifically slaps. And then we went to a vintage store nearby called Chosen Vintage, and this is just the most perfect flannel that I've ever laid my beady little eyes on. Okay, enough about that. I'm actually just delaying because, to be quite honest, I have not been feeling very slay as of late, but the check-ins must commence. Sorry for all the extraneous background noise. So this is the 7-week post-show update. More on that later. Let's take some photos and send shit in. My abs are so tight. My hips are so tight. It's causing low back issues. My God. But a lot of that is my fault, okay? That's more on that later. I'll give y'all the run through. Hang on. They're hanging on for dear life. Hanging on for dear life. God, I need a tan too. Now that you've seen the physique 7 weeks post show, let's talk about it. But first, there's so much to catch you guys up on. I bought a couch. Is this brand new? No. That's okay. She is from Facebook Marketplace. I cleaned the ever-living daylights out of her, and now she's mine. Because one of the things that I really struggle with is sitting and chilling and relaxing. And now I actually have a comfortable place, because after the divorce, all that I had in here was a futon. And let me tell you, a futon is not comfy, but so when he moved out, I didn't know how bad the cheating was. So I was like, no, take everything, take whatever you need. You have children, he is in a less financially stable place than me. So I was like, take it all, whatever. The point is, all I had was a futon. I finally got a couch, and now I have to retrain the dog. So when we got Ruby, we had another dog, a pit bull named Porter, and impossible to keep off the couch. You had to barricade everything. So she learned from him that it is so fun and cool and sexy to lay on the couch. And now I want to retrain her. Don't think that she has nowhere to be though. She's got a bed in literally every room in this house, and I even gave her her own chunk of the sectional. Don't look at that. This house is almost 100 years old. She's got her own chunk of the sectional to be on, plus her bed over there, plus a bed in the kitchen over there, plus a bed in the rooms over there. You get it. You get it. You're smart. You understand. You know the struggle. Here we are, 7 weeks post-show, up 20 pounds, which is what I did not want to happen. And it's so frustrating because I'm not going to say that I've been perfect. I had one binge, and I've had a handful of free meals. I have not even had one free meal per week post-show, and I was assigned 2. I also was assigned 0 cardio, and I've been doing like 3 spin classes a week. Why is my weight climbing so much? It's very frustrating because I know that I have been like on my shit. Like, yes, I've been macro tracking. Yes, I've been fitting in fun things. Like, I did a Buckeye brownie taste test the other day, for instance. But what I do to offset that, number 1, I track it in my macro tracking app as a Walmart brookie. Number 2, I will then basically just eat protein and veg to offset the carbs and fats for the rest of the day. So like, I know that there's balance there. I know that it's accurate enough and not inaccurate enough to the point that I should be gaining at this rate. And it's also not like I'm doing a Buckeye brownie taste test every single week, or even eating the brownies every single week. I gave away a bunch of them to a friend, and there's like chunks sitting in the freezer that I have not touched in a week. So it's like, situations like that are really frustrating me, because it's like, why am I trying so hard? And I'm not going to say I'm suffering, but why am I restricting and not getting the result. If there's one day per week maybe of slightly inaccurate tracking, that's not enough to justify the rate of gain that I'm currently at. I keep trying to remind myself that it's not my job to have thoughts about my body. I take the facts, report them to my coach. So that's what I did today. Like, for the most part, I've just been very factual, and today, like, I let him know, hey, this is stressing me out. Straight up. I am stressed. I do not think that this is what's supposed to happen. We'll see what he says. I love that my coffee cup matches my flannel. Look at it. This is the one, I don't know if you watched my Pittsburgh vlog, but this is from that coffee shop, Grim Wizard. I keep wanting to say Grim Reaper. Grim Wizard. It was the coolest coffee shop I've ever been to. Also, I've just been chronically yapping. I've been in a yapping mood. I speak fluent Japanese. But also, it's been so fun to watch all of my friends' vlogs from Pittsburgh because we were all there, but it's like watching it from a different POV. And it was so much fun getting to know like Georgia and Martina and getting to spend quality time with Michaela and Sophia. Hopefully, I'll be seeing them again at the end of this month. Also, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this yet, but who's going to the Olympia? Let me know in the comments. I don't have a booth number you can find me at yet, but you can find me at one of 2 booths. Yes. Obviously, I'm sure that you can guess the main one, but I haven't really announced this on any of my other channels yet, but I also just signed up with Angel Competition Bikinis as a sponsored athlete. So that's probably the last time you'll see that check-in suit. The thing about Angel Competition Bikinis, and I haven't quite figured out how to communicate this on the short form content apps yet, I had purchased a suit from them in 2021 on like one of their big sales, and when it arrived, I was horrified. Like, the seams were coming apart, the stones were in like weird spots, they weren't like centered where they were supposed to be, and I was like, what the fuck is this? So I have cautioned people against purchasing from Angel Competition Bikinis since then, for like 3 years now. So when they reached out to me, I was like, sure. They were like, hey, we'd love to chat with you. Do you want to jump on a call? I was like, sure. So we jump on the call, and I'm like, listen, this is what happened to me, and like, I have been telling people not to purchase from you. And they sat there and outlined for me in explicit detail all of the ways that they have improved their quality assurance, knowing that that was an issue. They told me when they started implementing these changes, and that was super impressive to me. The other thing that super duper impressed me about them is that I just told them straight up, like, let me pull up an example. Basically what I said is, hey, look, I understand that the bikini and wellness divisions are your bread and butter, period. I know that figure and women's physique are smaller shares of the market because there are fewer of us competitors, straight up. I was like, part of the reason is because designs like this are boring. For the same price point, I can get a suit like the one that I wore in my shows, which is far more detailed. It was custom fit, custom design for the exact same price point. I was like, they're lacking depth and originality. And she was like, oh, interesting, say more. So the fact that they were so receptive to the constructive criticism, and we are now working together to improve the designs on their figure and physique suits and hopefully keep them at the same price point, also really, really impressed me. I don't have suits in hand yet, but I also saw the quality with which Kerrigan and Sophia's suits were made and was impressed by those. Granted, they're like, the designing of the stones is a lot less intricate, but hearing their experience as an athlete with the like customization of the stoning and the colors, it was enough to impress me, and I said yes. So I am now an Angel Competition Bikinis sponsored athlete. So you can use code Alex on Angel Competition Bikinis, and hopefully we'll be seeing some new, funky, fresh, far more exciting designs for the figure and physique divisions. My posing suit should be arriving this week. I can't remember if they sent me 1 or 2. They asked which ones I like. I told them like 3 or 4 different ones. So they're gonna send me at least 1 or 2. So I'm excited to check in my new suit and start talking more about Angel Competition Bikinis. They'll be at the Olympia as well, and perhaps I will have some time to be in the booth and get to meet some of the other girls and put in some like actual FaceTime. Little Miss Ruby Woo here, also a systems and routines girl. We got in a routine of going for a morning walk, but now it is dark in the morning, and it is also, by the time it's not dark, there's so much traffic, and I live close enough to a bunch of schools that there's a lot of foot traffic and like kids and stuff. So it isn't really very feasible for us to go walking before breakfast. So I think we're gonna, 7:30, I've been eating at 8, but I think we're going to, both of us will have breakfast. I'll let her outside so she can take a dookie, and then perhaps we'll take a little walkie walk. I had to put some sweatpants on because it's fucking chilly. These are Flagmore Fail sweatpants from the Embossed collection. Here's breakfast. I have embarked upon a sourdough journey, and I made the first loaf I made was like a bread loaf. I froze half of it, ate half of it, froze half of it, made another loaf, ate half of that, froze the other half, made some bagels, and now I'm back around to the bread. I've been stuck on avocado toast. I've been eating avocado because it's good for your thyroid, and I'm pretty sure that my thyroid is pissed at me, which would explain the weight gain. Neither here nor there. Homemade sourdough bread loaf, avocado, egg white mushroom spinach, Cholula chili garlic oil, hot sauce. I'm a millennial who owns a home and eats avocado toast. What of it? The sourdough is delicious, and there's just like a certain sense of satisfaction about knowing that like, I made this myself, bitch. I need to buy a gun. I was having a little bit of trouble with task initiation this morning, so I was like, instead of immediately diving into client work, why don't I start by editing some footage that I have, because I recorded on this camera with my little microphones. I recorded a Buckeye brownie taste test review, right? And there was like ASMR segments, individual flavor reviews, like the whole box. If you've been here, you know that she's out to get me with that fucking water drinking. Anyway, I recorded all of this Buckeye brownie footage, and then I had also started recording a different vlog. It started out as a full day of eating, and then it turned into like a 2 or 3 like week in my life type vibes. And I was like, this is so disjointed, just delete all the footage, start a new vlog. So here we are in said new vlog. However, I also deleted all of that footage, and I had like training footage of how to quit sucking at your lat pull down, because, okay, and here's why, because sometimes I'd be scrolling TikTok, you know, chronically online, I got issues, and I saw this personal trainer. She's got a pretty big following, she talks a lot. Anyway, I'm not gonna identify her. She was doing a lat pull down, and you could see how like when she was down, she was like all caved forward. And at that point, you've somehow managed to turn a lat pull down into a chest movement. Let's fix that, babe. So like it was about how to like scapularly retract, and how yes, you're not just going to get straight lats, you're going to be getting a little bit of teres, you're going to be into the mid back, you're going to be into the traps, and that's okay because they are all ancillary, like they work synergistically. Your back is supposed to work that way. Anyway, because sometimes I just get frustrated when I see people who are like fitness creators and they be doing shit like hella wrong and putting bad info out there. Anyway, I digress. So that's a super frustrating way to start a Monday. It's gonna be fine. Right now I'm just taking a little bit of a brain break. It is 10:38 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Ooh, we should check on my sourdough. Well, it's not mine, it's for a friend. It's rising. It smells good. It has not doubled. I don't really know what it's supposed to do. I bulk fermented it overnight. I think, if anything, maybe a little bit too long. Shaped it this morning, and now I'm just kind of like waiting for him. I had heated up the oven super low, so I'm just kind of like waiting for him to get big and be ready. I'm not very great at this whole sourdough thing yet, but I'm having fun with it. Troubleshooting, changing things, recipe to recipe, and honestly, that's probably part of my problem, is that I just be changing shit all the time. But also the weather is changing. It's definitely, like, I'm cold. I am chilly this morning. I don't want to turn my heat on yet though. So anyway, yeah, just kind of taking a little brain break, just kind of bumming around. I was considering making another cup of coffee. I've already had 2. I had my initial black cup of coffee, and I had a buff coffee. And it's like, I know that I don't need more caffeine at only 10:30 in the morning. I'm gonna eat in about an hour, probably whenever I jump off of, I have a call at 11 in 20 minutes. Probably gonna eat shortly thereafter. So it's like, I don't need caffeine, but I just like want something warm to sip on, and I don't want a cup of tea. I should probably just drink water. I also want my coach to get back to me. He'll get back to me when he gets back to me, but it's just the like anticipation, because I kind of like spilled my guts in this one a little bit, just about how I'm feeling and whatever. I don't like having feelings. I think being a person is stupid. Ew, a new emotion. I actually haven't seen those movies. I just, again, being chronically online. At this point, oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know what is happening to my For You page, but it is straight like fucking brain rot at this point. Because I get tired of fitness content. I'm avoiding food content because it really does make me like a little bit food focused, depending on what it is. I'm like waiting for the crumble cookie reviews today though, because it is Monday. I don't think my For You page knows what to feed me, and I don't know what to feed me either, because like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like in this weird transition phase, like out of prep and into off season, but not done with the post-show phase. And it's like, you know, sometimes when I'm creating content, I'm like, at what point are people are losing interest because I'm softer, I'm not in prep anymore. People aren't interested in the post-show phase because it's just like waiting to get healthy. That's the general gist of the post-show phase. I could have sworn that I just felt my Apple Watch buzz, but my Apple Watch is on my ankle because of my walking pad. So maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe my brain is fully rotten. Who knows? Anyway, I'll see you at lunchtime. Is this a full day of eating? I don't know. Are you gonna see everything I eat today? I don't know. We're just gonna vibe through the day. There is no plan. There is no grand plan. And that's okay. Anytime I like finish my morning section of work, I come out and I just kind of, I feel a bit like a zombie. Why did I do a horrible British accent there? Who fucking knows? But basically, that's literally all I've been up to for like hours now is client work. I just spilled some of my cream of rice. I onboarded a bunch of new clients because I lost a few in prep. That's just kind of the nature of the job of like coaching, personal training, etc. Like, you don't get to keep everybody forever, unfortunately. And I just didn't put in the work while I was in prep to like make my roster bigger again. So, unfortunately, so sorry if you were feeling hopeful, but I did have to close my applications. Onboarded several clients this week. I think I had 3 or 4 new clients today. I think I have 3 or 4 new ones tomorrow on top of my existing Monday, Tuesday check-ins. So it's just been a workathon, a work fest, a workaholic marathon. So I've just been like super into mixing oats and cream of rice, and this is my pre-workout poopy bowl of the day. It is half a packet of Snickerdoodle instant oats from Walmart. I slept on Walmart for real. First of all, their Better Goods brand, it's like TJ Maxx dupe, and their oatmeal and cereal selections go crazy. I talked about the blueberry one, which unfortunately was seasonal. You can't get her anymore. And then I tried cookie butter as well. Don't get this. It's literally just Golden Grams. Or if it's cheaper than actual Golden Grams, then get it if you're into Golden Grams. But she does not serve speculoos. There is no like actual cookie butter flavor here. They have literally so many flavored oatmeals. It's actually insane. So anyway, where was I headed with all that? Can you just sit there for the love of God? Today I'm using fudge brownie, Buffway, half a packet of Snickerdoodle instant oats, and half a scoop of this chocolate cake cream of rice from Elevate. Pay10 and Georgia both have codes, so Pay10 or GD Fit, G Daniels Fit. Go to her profile, find her code, buy it. It's so good. Love check code Alex. So I'm making like a Mexican hot chocolate bowl is the TLDR from all of that. I've just been like in a yapping mood today, dude. I've just been yapping and yapping and yapping. I've been texting, I've been talking to clients, I've been talking to you. Watch my social battery be totally drained by like Wednesday. And then I'll be out of ideas for content and disinterested in speaking to anybody and a little bit burnt out. It's like I know myself or something. No, I'm just generally trying to be better about connecting with people, and not just like my clients and social media following, but doing a better job of connecting with people that I care about in my life. My mom, friends, etc. Okay, also, the key to making cream of rice or oats in general is patience. You have got to have patience. Like I cooked it first in 2 increments. The first increment was a minute. Took it out, stirred it, put it back in for 44 seconds, took it out, stirred it, let it cool, for a couple of minutes while I was yapping to you, and then put the protein in, because your protein is gonna curdle if you put it in while it's too hot. Then, because it makes it soupy again, I have a theory about that. My hypothesis is that the emulsifiers in the protein powder don't react well to heat. And that is why it loosens up. So I just pop her back in for another 22 seconds. It thickens up, makes it a little bit cakey again. Oh no. So then once she's cakey, I'm gonna add my berries. I don't like blueberry with chocolate. Ooh, 38 grams, and I think I called for 40. Let us check. Oh, I put 60 grams of mixed berries, so let me just modify that to raspberries. I've been sucking their dick for free. This is ground up PDX. They're based in Portland, and love the whole concept here. It is a non-profit company that helps rehabilitate women, non-binary folk, etc. by giving them jobs, putting them in the workforce so that they can no longer be unhoused, or if they're coming from abusive situations or whatever, which is absolutely amazing. You have to order them online. It's a little bit spendy, but it's so worth it. So this cinnamon snickerdoodle is one of their like all the time flavors. I believe this was a seasonal flavor. Lemon poppy seed. You know how I feel about lemon. Okay, and full disclosure, I signed up for their subscription box. So once a month I get a cinnamon snickerdoodle, and then I get the seasonal flavor, hence the lemon poppy seed. And this month was pumpkin pie. Oh gosh, she is so good. I have like maybe 2 servings left. Me just like, it's show and tell time now. I have like maybe 2 servings left of the blueberry muffin from HEB that Sophia got me back in August. And then I've got some TJ salted almond butter in the refrigerator. Speaking of salt, I've been reaching for iodized salt for my thyroid as of late. So a little bit of iodized salt because I like to salt my sweets. Wow, she's so gorgeous. Like, can you appreciate the beauty contained within this bowl? Cutie patootie bowl from Five Below in Pittsburgh. One thing about Buck Chick, when it comes to the flavors, they literally never miss. But if I had 2 bottom of the barrel flavors, they would be, sorry, my brain just keeps like leaving the chat. They would be Icy Blue Raz and Cherry Limeade. I've never cared much for the Cherry Limeade, but oh my God, my life is ruined. You have to be kidding me. I've been stacking the Cherry Limeade Hydro Pack and the Cherry Limeade Creatine along with some unflavored BCAAs. These are the ones that I use. Do you need BCAAs? Probably not if you're hitting a protein target throughout the day, but as a bodybuilder, I'm supposed to be taking them. Anyway, yeah, I've been stacking it every day and live, laugh, loving it. What I'm not live, laugh, loving is this sudden development in my pre-workout situation. So I've been hoarding 1 last scoop of sour lemon pre, and look at what is happening inside of there. I hoarded it for too long. I should have just used it. I was saving it for a special occasion. But guess what? There's literally nothing special about today. It's just a Monday. It's back day. That's pretty special. It's early enough that I could take 100 milligrams of caffeine and not worry about it interrupting my sleep. I've got a full pump of watermelon in my little baby bottle. And we've moved on to a half scoop of the... There we go. It's pineapple coconut mark. I think it'll be a good flavor combo. It's serving tropical, which is so fun because I'm going to Hawaii in November with my grandparents and my mom, and I'm so excited. This will be the first vacation that I've taken in like, I can't even tell. And especially furthermore, it'll be a vacation where I'm actually vacationing. I will still be working and doing client check-ins, but it'll be the week before Thanksgiving. So it'll mostly be stick to the plan, enjoy your Thanksgiving meal, don't be an asshole. Like that's kind of like the holiday vibe, unless somebody's in prep. But I don't think I'll have anybody in prep yet. So I'm taking an actual vacation, and I'm not going to be taking care of children or a giant man baby for the first time, because like, yes, I get to travel a lot, but my travel is almost always like work focused. Influencing is not the same as having like a 9 to 5, but truly these trips can be so fucking exhausting. Like on the plane ride home, I'm not interested in editing anything, answering comments, answering DMs. I'm just like brain dead. They're just like jam-packed weekends, and they're super fun. Don't get me wrong, I'm like in no way bitching about it. But they're not vacation trips. They are not relaxation trips. I'm excited to like get to be a little bit of a tourist and to like relax and be on the beach and just vacation. Maybe I'll take that flavor, take some hot bikini pics. I don't know, I just think about it every day. I'm literally so fucking excited. And we're gone for an entire week and we come back the day before my birthday, which is so slay. I'm so excited. So it's kind of like a little birthday trip. Anyway, let's go to the gym. Should have brought you guys out when I was still on sets 1 or 2. I'm not here. I'm logbooking. Logbooking. Sets 1 and 2, I got 10 reps. The last one, 5 plus 2 kipping. So we'll see how set 4 goes. Mostly lap focused and it destroys me every week. So here's what we're up to. I'm making clearly a Ninja Creamy. Look it, look it. This is strawberry milkshake buffet. And then I put some extra strawberry emulsion in. This is the second time I've used the strawberry emulsion. I used less than last time. I don't really love it, but I think what's gonna save this creamy are the mix-ins. So we're gonna take half of a lemon cream muffin, shove that shit in there. Got a taste test. And then I also, okay, I went and saw Beetlejuice, and the theater had a box of, I was getting low blood sugar and I was kind of panicked, but they had a box of gluten-free chocolate chip cookies by this brand, Home Free. So naturally, I was like, I need more of these in my life. So I jumped on Amazon and they had these snack packs in a bunch of different flavors. So this is a lemon cream one. These are really good little cookies. I'm gonna be honest though, not getting a whole lot of lemon out of them. They're just kind of a, it's like a shortbread with a little tang to it. Shove some more muffin in there. Okay, great. And then I have something to snack on while this runs on the mix-in setting. She's ready. Okay, I got considerably less fluffy, which honestly, like, I'm okay with. What was that all about? I mean, it's not pretty, but that had some buffin in it. The creamy is so much more fun when you can put shit in it. And also, here's my sourdough. She be spreading. It turns out when this happens, granted this is only the second loaf that I've made, it ends up baking up looking more like focaccia, which is interesting. So the oven is preheating right now. I'm gonna toss it in. This is a loaf for a friend. I hope it turns out well. Sorry, Edgar. Oh, and then I also have 30 grams of blueberries to put in my creamy. But I didn't want the blades, what's that thing called? The auger? I don't know what it is. I didn't want them to like burst the berries. I wanted whole berries. I really want to go sit on my front porch to enjoy this creamy, but I need to wait until I get sourdough in the oven. Wow, and this is so dirty. I'm disgusting. It's all the little accessory pieces, like the little cup that you put the pines in. It's gross. It's gross. I'm gross. Gross. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so fucking nervous. It's time to pull this sourdough out. Let's see how she's looking. Any guesses? Okay, reminder, I've only made one bread loaf and one like traditional round loaf. So, oh fuck. Get a load of her. I do fear that she may be like slightly overdone. Unfortunately, I won't be cutting into this one to find out what the crumb looks like. So we're just gonna have to hope that it's delicious. But the oven spring, like how much it grew, looks really, really good. I was like in the middle of cleaning the kitchen, so I wanna sanitize this before I take her out to the pot. Oh my goodness. Wow. She looks perfect. Aside from being like a little bit crispy. I wanna know what it looks like inside. I mean, you're supposed to let it cool before you cut it anyway. I wonder if Edgar would let me cut it. He's a friend and he's one of my massage therapists. I'm so delighted. Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's time to put things back in the oven because it is As you can see by my stacked up hands, I just generally store things in here. I have so much cupboard space in this kitchen, but are these all oven safe? I think so. Yeah, so I have a lot of cupboard space, but it's all like full. And this cupboard down here is one of those like corner cupboards because of where the sink is, but they didn't like divide it or do anything with it. And I keep thinking about getting one of those drawers, but then I get distracted and never really do. So that's the sitch on storage in here. This one generally stays out. This is my hex clad. It was expensive, but it was worth every penny. This is a really fucking nice pan. Okay, I'm gonna keep cleaning my kitchen. Bye. Good evening, girls. Okay, look at this. Look at this. That's a sign that the crumb is like really good, right? Anyway, I'm gonna package that up and drop it off tomorrow. You haven't missed much this evening. I should have showed you my dinner because it was literally so delectable. When I went to the farmer's market last, I picked up some local grass-fed, grass-finished beef for $1 a pound, which is crazy. Oh, I have no choice but to cut into this because it won't fit into the bag. That's so exciting. So the beef, really delicious. I turned it into little burger patties, and then what I've been doing with it is making burger bowls. So I'll use a little bit of Greek yogurt, some Dijon mustard, pickle juice, no sugar added ketchup to make my little dressing. I'll do like 14 grams of cheese, which is like a half serving of cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, you name it, some sweet potato waffle fries, and you just like put it in a bowl. Some chopped up pickles. It's so good. And the grass-fed, grass-finished, like local fancy pants beef, divine. Absolutely divine. So yeah, my most recent favorite thing in life is to make my dinner, go sit on my new comfy couch, and watch trashy reality TV. I'm watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and it's great. Is it great? I don't know. I just like trashy reality TV, if I'm being perfectly honest. That's a day in my life. We don't do much. We don't go much of anywhere. I didn't need to grocery shop. I did get my check-in back. Let's cut this open. I can't stop thinking about it. I did get my check-in back from my coach. We're gonna do just a little bit of a gut protocol. Nothing crazy, not like a full gut protocol. Please don't be gummy. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? That's amazing. Oh my God, I did that, bitch. Do you want me to make you a loaf of sourdough? Give me your address. I'll send it to you right fucking now. Astonishing. This is so much fun because the sourdough starter is like a little live living being. So it's like a little pet. I named it Freddie Mercury, by the way, because I think that's funny. Anyway, heard back from my coach. Gave me a little bit of a gut protocol. He really wants to work food up. I would really like for food to be worked up as well because I'm at 1,900 calories right now. 7 weeks post-show. Ended prep at about 1,300. So my food has pretty much just stayed the same this whole time. Again, with like minimal free meals, literally one fucking binge. And what's crazy about the binge too is that it was at like 6 weeks, between 6 and 7 weeks post show, which was far enough that like I am satiated by my meals. So I know that it was literally just an emotional binge, you know? I think that I had just gotten worked up by like kind of a stressful day. What happened is I got super low blood sugar. I tested it. It was at like 56. So I was like, obviously I need to eat some carbs. So I had like a rice cake, and then I had another rice cake, and then I put some nut butter on a rice cake, and then I just kind of kept going. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like, and what's stupid about that is that that's something that I could have totally adjusted because it was like midday. I could have adjusted the rest of my day to work around even a couple of rice cakes, but I didn't. I just got into a fuck it mentality. I don't have an excuse for that. It wasn't even like an insatiable hunger thing. It's just I quit giving a fuck for a second. Wow, this smells so good. I don't know, it's a little bit frustrating to know that I've been so on top of it and just to feel like my body is not cooperating, but I also trust that my coach has my health at the forefront of his, not responsibilities, what's the word I'm looking for? Priorities. I trust that absolutely, and I know that if I just continue to trust the plan and execute as he tells me to, that things are gonna be literally just fine. And here's the thing about gaining weight. Number one, I've lost it before, I can lose it again. Number two, I am still fully 20 pounds under what my heaviest off-season weight was. So like, we're still doing all right, dude. we're still doing all right. So yeah, let me know if you would like to see a full day of eating. We've talked about training footage on here before. I don't know. Number one, my training sessions are too high of a priority for me to really be like talking through them. Let me know if you want to see more vlogs. Do you just like these day in the life type beats? Do you want to see when I go and do fun shit? I do have a little trip at the end of this month, actually. I'll be in New York with HummusFit. So if you're in New York, I hope to see you there. Okay, I'm just yapping now, just yapping to yap. I would like to go take a shower and I think sit on my couch some more and maybe read a book with a cup of tea. That sounds like a lovely way to close out the evening. So thanks so much for watching. I love you so much and I'll see you in the next one.